eBay, Amazon, Macari, where do I start? Today I'm going to be talking about the e-commerce stores that you can start on to get you started in the reselling game. What is up, beautiful people? TJ here with another episode. Today I'm going to be talking about eBay, Macari, and Amazon. Which ones are better for what kind of people, what kind of product, different things like that. So I'm going to be going over each and every one of them, and I'm going to tell you my interaction with those three selling sites. All right, so first I want to talk about eBay. eBay, I have had a very long relationship with eBay. I've sold on eBay for, I don't know, 20 years, maybe not 20 years. How old am I? 34, so I wasn't 14 when I started. I've been selling on eBay for a really long time. I believe I opened my eBay account in 1999, so that was a very long time ago. But I probably didn't start selling on there until probably around 2005, 2006, around that range. And I wasn't really like a full-time reseller at that point. Of course, at that point, I had just got out of high school, and I used to sell things that, just to make money. I would sell cell phones. I would go and I would buy stuff on clearance, and I would, kind of sell stuff just to kind of get my money up. It wasn't like a career, or it wasn't like a business or anything. So eBay, I've always been able to sell on eBay. I've never really had any issues with selling on eBay. And the easiest thing about eBay is you can sell anything. You can go through and you can sell anything that you have. You can sell it on eBay. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to sell or it's going to sell well, but you can sell it. That's just the biggest thing, is that you have the ability to sell anything on eBay. Amazon is a little bit different because they have gated categories, and there's just different requirements for selling on Amazon. Whenever I first started selling on Amazon, I didn't realize how hard it was going to be to sell on Amazon. But now that I sell on Amazon quite a bit, it's a lot easier than selling on Amazon or selling on eBay because I can send stuff in for FBA and I don't have to deal with it after I send it in. So, there's some pros and cons there that you may need to think about if you are selling or thinking of getting into resale. So going back to eBay, my biggest thing with eBay is that whenever you are creating a listing, you do kind of have to know how to create listings. You have to know what titles to put in. You need to know, you have to have the right pictures. You have to have the right description. There's a lot of stuff that you have to put into your eBay listings. And yes, there are some listings that you can just copy. You can go and say, sell one like this, and it'll automatically pull one up that's exactly like what you have. And it'll put in some of that information. But if you start just a blank listing, you have to have, UPC codes. There's so much stuff that you have to have. And I think that can scare off a new person, especially if you don't have the knowledge to do that, or if you've never done it before. So I think it can be kind of off-putting if you have to create listings from scratch. So that's why I use services like AutoDS. I made a video about AutoDS quite a while ago. But AutoDS, what it does is, if you have a product, the UPC code, or the name of it, you can go find it on Amazon or Home Depot or somewhere else, and you can just pull all of that information over to eBay. It's a lot easier because you don't really have to do anything other than put the link of that product, and it'll pull it over to your eBay account. So there's some hacks that you can use. And if you want to know more about those hacks, just put it down in the comment section below, and I'll make a video about all the different little hacks that I use to make my listing and my life a little bit easier. So eBay, like I said, it's just a really good marketplace for you to start in if you are starting out. Now, if you are a person that is seasoned, if you've sold online before and you want to get into Amazon, Amazon is a really good marketplace. Everybody shops on Amazon. Everybody likes that, fast shipping. They like that everything is available. Amazon is probably a larger marketplace than eBay, even though eBay has been in the game a lot longer. Amazon, if you wanted to start with Amazon, I would start with seller fulfilled. I think if you start out with FBA, it's going to be overwhelming because there's so many rules and so many regulations, and you don't really know what you can sell. Even if it allows you to sell those items, sometimes you can get counterfeit claims, just because it's not your product. You're not the manufacturer of that product. So they can submit a counterfeit claim on you. I'm gonna say overall, it's not that bad of a process. And I have a video, I'll link to it up here so you can kind of see the process from start to, I think I made like 2 or 3 videos about the process for FBA, but I'll go over like just the main like hard points of actually sending stuff into Amazon. So what we use is I use a program, and that program allows me to go in and scan the products. So that program automatically allows me to scan in a product and put in how many products I'm going to send to Amazon, and it'll spit out all my labels. You have to take those labels, and it's just a specific number for your specific store for that specific item, and you have to put it over the barcode of the items that you're going to sell. So if you had 10 widgets, you would scan the barcode of one of the widgets, tell them that you have 10 of them, and then they're going to spit out 10 barcodes for you to stick over those barcodes of the widgets. Hope that made sense. So once you put the barcodes on there and you get to the next step is going to be where are you going to send these 10 items to. So it may say you're going to send 10 to Charlotte, you're going to send 10 to California, you're going to send 2 to Charlotte, 2 to somewhere else, and 6 of them somewhere else. You know, they'll normally they don't go all to the same place. They look at where that item is selling in, or where that item has the potential to sell better, and the closest place to that, and then that's where you send your items to. So I have a fulfillment center that is in my town, and I think I've only sent stuff over there one time. The rest of the time has been to different fulfillment centers, mostly to Memphis because I'm in Tennessee. But it tells you, you know, exactly where to send those items to. So once you get done with that process, you go back over to the Amazon website, and you work on the shipment. That's what they call it. You click on work on shipment, and it says, okay, you're going to send these 3 widgets to Charlotte. And all you got to do is you tell them you're going to have these 3 items in the box, and you tell them how big the box is, you tell them how much the box weighs, and then it will automatically calculate a shipping label for you. Most of the time, I think all of the time, it's UPS. I don't think I've ever had one that was a different place than UPS. It's a UPS shipping label, and it is extremely cheap. So I have sent 46 pounds, big boxes, and the shipping was like $7. It's crazy, like cheap shipping to ship stuff to Amazon. So you put your shipping label on there, you ship it off to Amazon. They get it, they receive it, they put it in their inventory, but it shows up in your inventory, and then they handle everything from there. They handle the sales. You automatically have the Prime badge on your label or on your listing, and you can actually sell stuff a lot faster on FBA. Most of the time when we send stuff to FBA, you know, depending on looking at the sales rank, our stuff is going quick. So it's a lot to go into about Amazon, and we're working on a course. When I say we, I'm talking about me and my sister April. We're working on a course to show you the exact steps so that you can actually go there and look at each one of those modules that we'll have, and you can specifically look at Amazon, and we'll talk all about Amazon. Then you can specifically look at eBay, and we'll talk all about eBay. I think it's going to be a little bit easier to explain versus like me making a YouTube video about it. So whenever that comes out, we'll let you guys know. All right, so now let's go over to Macari. Macari is one that I just started with. I'm not too like keen on it right now. But what I will say about Macari is that we started listing stuff on Macari 3 days ago, and we've already made 4 sales on there. So the sales are there, the people are there. People are there at that marketplace ready to make purchases. So you have to make sure that you understand the process before you start listing stuff on there. So this is one of the mistakes that I made with Macari. When you go and list things on Macari, it asks you if you want to ship items, or if you want them to handle shipping, or if you're going to handle shipping yourself. So if you say, you know, Macari, you handle the shipping, it's going to allow you to put in, they have recommended free shipping, which means it's free to them, but you have to pay for it, which is fine. So if you go in there and you make your listing, you have to put in the size of your box and the weight of your box and your zip code, and then it automatically calculates a shipping label price. This is where my problem comes in with Macari. So, you know, say for instance, I'm sending out a really light item from Tennessee and it's going to California. It's going to be the same shipping cost as it is for me shipping it it from Chattanooga to Hickson, which is like, I don't know, some miles away. The shipping label is the same price, so I don't understand the whole shipping model. Also, whenever you sell an item, so say for instance you go in and you create a listing and you say, hey, I'm going to sell this thing for $20, and it calculates the shipping is $9.99. Well, what they're going to do is they're going to say, okay, we're going to take $9.99 out of that $20, and we're also going to take out our fee, and this is what you're going to get. So it'll automatically take that amount out no matter where it's sending it to. Whatever the shipping cost is that they calculate, that is what they are going to take out whenever that item sells, regardless of where it's going to. So you just need to make sure that if you are listing on Macari, that you know exactly what you want your shipping costs to be, because I don't trust the shipping that much. Now, maybe if somebody that's watching this video has more information about Macari and how the shipping works, please reach out to me. Leave me a comment down in the comment section and say, hey, TJ, you're tripping. This is how it's supposed to work. Let me know, please. But overall, I wouldn't deter you from selling on Amazon or eBay or Macari. So I think you having your item in multiple e-commerce places is going to be better than you not having it, or you excluding it from a marketplace, because I think that having more places is better than having it in one place, especially because there is a potential that they could kick you off of a marketplace. They could say, hey, you can't sell on eBay, or hey, you can't sell on Amazon anymore. And you don't want that to be, you don't put all your eggs in one basket. So that is going to be it for today, guys. Like I said, we are working on a course. It's a lot of work, but we're trying to do it. Whenever that course is available, I will let you guys know, so that you know exactly where to get the information from. And also, I'm going to be making these quick videos, just kind of showing you, giving you some tips and tricks to get you started if you are starting on resale. So if you are starting on resale, if you are purchasing items and you are reselling them, put it down in the comment section below. Let's start the conversation about resale and ask questions, because I think these questions that people are asking on these videos are really helping other people out. So I really like answering those questions because they do help people. They help myself grow as well. So if you like these types of videos, please like, share, and subscribe. I really appreciate it. Also hit that bell icon so you can get notifications whenever I release new videos. I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.